Hey, Willy Pell. We've met at John Deere events before. It'd be great to see you deliver a keynote at Sensors Converge in late June in Santa Clara.
Absolutely, yeah. Looking forward to doing it. Good to see you again, Matt.
For those of you in the audience who don't know, can you share a little bit about yourself and your role at John Deere?
Sure. So I moved to Silicon Valley and worked in early versions of Street View and eventually autonomous cars. And kind of in the 2012 timeframe, thought that the fastest path to a production robot was not going to be on road. It was going to be on farms. And found an early stage startup called Blue River. Joined that, been here for the last 12 years, and little less than halfway through that, John Deere and us merged. John Deere acquired us. Since then, we've been expanded our mission considerably beyond See and Spray, beyond sense and act systems, all the way into autonomous tractors and beyond. And it's been an extraordinary journey from a few people getting dirty in lettuce fields in Salinas to the scope of all of John Deere machines.
Well, yeah, I've seen many of the events and tractors, so I'm really looking forward to your keynote. It's titled One Chance Per Year, Why AgTech Innovation Matters to Every Person on the Planet. Not too ambitious. at Sensors Converge. What are you really going to be talking about?
What I'm going to be talking about is we'll start with our customers. Our customers, farming is a seasonal activity, so farmers really get one chance per year to plant, and there is a lot that rides on that one chance. And the weather has to be right, and the equipment has to be right, and all of their settings have to be right. And our mission at Deere is to give the farmers the best chance possible, so that one planting of the 40 they may do in their entire lifetime really counts, really gives them great yields, makes them very profitable, and produces the most food possible for our planet.
So the one chance per year, I was amazed to realize that sometimes a season they be out on their tractor 12, 15 times.
Yeah, it's farming is like a series of sprints that starts in the fall with spring tillage, and you prepare the soil. Then quickly thereafter you plant. Then you wait. Then you come over with the sprayer and you protect the plants. You give them the nutrients they need. You get rid of the pests that they don't need, and then you harvest. And so there really are just these four major steps, and an extraordinary amount of activity is compressed into those four steps. And this is where all of the automation and autonomy comes in, because so much has to happen at these moments in time that you cannot control. The weather is out of your control. The season is out of your control. And timing those steps correctly has a major impact on your yield. So labor is a constant source of pain for farmers. The uncertainty, is someone going to show up? Are they not going to show up? Are they going to do the job correctly? 100 years ago, 50% of Americans worked in agriculture. Now it's about 1%, and getting smaller. And so it is imperative that a farmer can get that tractor moving, whether the person's there or not. It has a huge impact on their yield.
Yeah, so you got timing, labor, and then also the weather. You can't control the weather really, but you can work around the weather, I guess. So fascinating.
Yeah. So when the weather window, this is one of the things about autonomy. When the weather window is open, they can actually run these machines pretty much 24/7.
Right? Very good.
So
overnight in the dark.
In the dark, and it's most farmers are not going to have their labor work those types of hours. Maybe for a few days, but not for weeks at a time.
So interesting stuff. It really is. What can the broader tech industry learn from tech innovation in agriculture?
I think the biggest thing is figuring out, being realistic about what the technology can accomplish. There seems to be a tendency in Silicon Valley and the tech world to try to overscope the projects. Self-driving is a great example. Automated driver assist technologies were laughed at in the 2012 timeframe. Oh, that's not big enough. That's not disruptive enough. And here we are, 10 plus years later, we don't have full self-driving cars. And actually, it would be great if we had really great automated driver assist technologies, even if it wasn't fully autonomous. So I think the key to being a great product developer is deeply understanding that technology. Technology is this weirdly shaped puzzle piece, and our job is to fit it in this weirdly shaped world. And I think that it's really looking at the world for those use cases that really fit where the technology is today. I think that's what we've done extremely well.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I mean, just the fact that you said, you're in a contained space, you don't have to deal with another driver coming at you. Not usually, I guess. And, that's fascinating. It really is.
Yeah, and really robots, and they need a way to be wrong and have it be okay, because these are all learning-based systems. The only way you're ever going to get good performance is really by shipping it. And by shipping it, it's going to experience the world. You're going to get that data back. You're going to learn from that data, and your product's going to improve. So you have to have some path where the machine can be wrong, but it's okay. And so two cases, so See and Spray, if we don't, let's say a camera is occluded a little bit. So See and Spray systems take pictures of the ground, they detect the crop, detect the weeds, and then spray herbicides on only the weeds. Now, let's say a big dust cloud comes up and we can't see whether it's crop or weed. We can always just broadcast spray, right? And so the machine can be wrong, but it's okay. The weeds will still get killed. You'll use a little bit more chemical than you wanted to. The savings are still in the 60 to 70% range, so it's good. But that's an example of being wrong and having it be okay. Same with autonomous tractors. We can just stop the machine at any time. And if we're suspicious of something in front of us, we just stop. No one's going to rear end us. We're not going to cause a pileup. If you do that on the 280 or I-95, which is where you are, or near where you are, if you go full brake on I-95, you're gonna cause a pileup. If you miss something in front of you, you could cause another accident. So really, these systems have to be effectively perfect to be useful. And I think that the key is finding these ways where you can have these imperfect systems grow towards high performance in the wild.
Well, you're teaching the industry, it sounds like. So finally, what kind of a big takeaway do you want people to leave with your presentation?
There are very, very few people who actually produce all our food. And the reason, just to give a tangible example, you can think of, one person per 1,000 acres as a rough proxy. So one person can effectively farm about 1,000 acres, which means 13 people could farm the island of Manhattan. Which is just extraordinary, right? I'm not sure if you've ever walked up and down or across Manhattan. And it's, Manhattan's a small island, but it's big. And to think of 13 people on the whole island of Manhattan, wall to wall corn or soybeans the whole way. The scale is absolutely extraordinary. The scale of what people can produce with technology, with these big machines, with the productivity and with the technology is extraordinary. And it's only getting more so. And, the next thing is that we're not getting any more land.
That's right.
And we are getting more people. And people's diets are changing and their tastes are changing. So we're going to have to do more with the land we have. We're going to have to use fewer inputs and be more environmentally friendly. We're going to have to make things more economical. And this mission is just an extraordinary mission that we're on. And it's incredibly fun technology to build. It is an awesome customer to serve. And it's a great cause because we're all going to need our food.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Willy.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to meeting you and seeing others at Sensors Converge. It's June 24th to 26th.
Cheers. Take it easy, Matt.